State leaders say thousands have already gotten a COVID-19 vaccination and tens of thousands of more are preparing for their turn. But there's more work that needs to be done as the vaccine rollout continues. During a press briefing this afternoon, Governor Eric Holcomb and other state leaders shared a recent survey that found nearly 50% of Hoosiers plan on getting vaccinated. Here's a breakdown of the vaccine rollout across Indiana so far. By the end of today, a total of 40,000 Hoosiers will be vaccinated. There are currently 50,000 more people scheduled to get the vaccine statewide through January 4th. Vaccinations at long-term health care facilities for both residents and staff are expected to begin on Monday.
We witnessed tears of joy, excitement, and above all, relief. Relief that we are one step closer to being on the other side of this pandemic.
The first Moderna shipment arrived in Hammond on Monday, and health officials expect tomorrow or Thursday the allocation request will be approved. Between Friday and Monday, the state received more than 90,000 Pfizer vaccines. Right now, a vaccination dashboard is in the works to be added to the health department's website to track distribution, and the hope is to update that weekly. Now to today's numbers from the state, and unfortunately, it's another record-setting day when it comes to deaths reported on a single day. 143 more people have died with COVID. That's one more than the previous record set on December 1st. Those deaths occurred between November 10th and yesterday, although nearly all of them took place in the last 4 days. The statewide total is now more than 7,200. However, for the second day in a row, the number of new positive cases is below 4,000 and slightly lower than yesterday, 3,758 according to the state. They were reported between November 20th and yesterday. As thousands across the country get vaccinated against COVID-19, health experts are sounding the alarm with the holiday season now in full swing. Right now in the U.S., more than 115,000 people are hospitalized with the virus, and that is a record high. ABC's Rena Roy reports.
Millions of vials shipped and hundreds of thousands of doses injected across the country in just weeks. The Moderna and Pfizer vaccines now giving America its best tool to fight back against the coronavirus. The nation's top infectious disease expert himself getting his shot today, along with Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar.
I'm doing it because I want to symbolize to people the importance that everyone gets vaccinated who can get vaccinated, but also it's a good feeling of accomplishment because this originated in laboratories in my institute.
They joined President-elect Joe Biden, plus thousands of seniors and healthcare workers on the front lines, now feeling a sense of hope.
When I open the box, it's like opening a present.
A new layer of defense for doctors and nurses, with 30% of hospitals in the U.S. reporting their ICUs are more than 80% full, according to an internal HHS memo obtained by ABC News. The nation battling its worst month of the pandemic, averaging more than 2,600 deaths a day, and now growing concern with the holidays coming up. Los Angeles County, California, hit especially hard.
If we have a surge upon a surge, if people interact with other people over the upcoming Christmas holiday and the New Year's holiday, then we really risk getting to a place where the hospital systems are completely overwhelmed.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo now instructing hospitals across the state to test for a new variant of the virus spreading across the UK and several other European countries.
If it's here, we want to know it. We want to isolate it immediately.
The World Health Organization says this particular mutation may be more infectious, but the CDC says it has not yet been detected here in the U.S. And health experts say this new COVID mutation does not appear to be more deadly and that the authorized vaccines will likely work against it. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
As more Hoosier frontline workers step up to get the first doses of the COVID-19 vaccines, many people are watching to see what new moms or pregnant women are going to do. At this point, researchers haven't studied the effects of the vaccines on pregnant or nursing mothers. At IU Health, Lana DeBabo is an infectious disease doctor, and she's been busy in this pandemic, not only as a doctor on the front lines, but also as a new mom. She gave birth to her first child 6 months ago and is still nursing. Today, she is scheduled to get her COVID-19 vaccine. We talked to her about why she says she feels confident getting the vaccine right now, and she gives us an insight as to what other mothers can do when weighing potential risks and benefits.
They need to be studied. It will take a few months and we won't know before next year. And it all depends on how many women are willing to get into those trials. But we won't know this year. And I think given that we are living inside the pandemic, I personally do not want to wait to know that when I feel comfortable enough with the data and knowing that, all around us, there's so much COVID that I think at this point, I'm not going to wait.
When it comes to safety information about the vaccine, she recommends you talk with your doctor as well as search for information from the CDC and the state health department. And a reminder, if you have any questions or concerns about the vaccines, we are working for you with an entire section of our website dedicated to helping you find resources and information. Just visit WRTV.com/coronavirus. Another option for you when the vaccines become available to the general public, Kroger announced today it will provide the vaccine at its pharmacies and clinics. Kroger is hiring nearly 1,000 healthcare personnel, including pharmacy techs, to help administer the vaccines. The company is also training current associates. The city of Fishers today announced new restrictions aimed at limiting holiday gatherings, especially New Year's Eve parties at bars and restaurants. The Fishers Health Department announced today, starting on Christmas Day, bars, restaurants, and clubs in Fishers must close for in-person service at 10 p.m. each night. The rules will stay in place until January 8th. The city says it has seen an increase in coronavirus cases this month and is trying to stop the spread that could be caused by public gatherings around the holidays. Still ahead on WRTV, a new four-legged addition to local police force isn't meant to help catch criminals, but he does play a vital role in helping keep the community safe. We've got all the details for you coming up here. An Army veteran brought to tears all because of a community's commitment to keep him from becoming homeless.
Rain develops during the day tomorrow. We'll focus on when it may change to some snow as we go toward Thursday and Christmas.
Imagine that.
Hi, I am Sergeant Christian Elliott, and I am a part of the United States Army Marksmanship Unit at Fort Benning, Georgia. I am from Greenwood, Indiana, and I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
And thank you to all the service members who have answered the call of duty, especially those who are away from home this holiday season. As we continue our focus on veterans, here's a story to brighten your day. An Army veteran in Muncie has a brand new place to call home tonight. The community came together to rebuild his house after the health department almost condemned it earlier this year. WRTV's Megan Sanctorum was there as they showed it to him for the first time today.
Well, John, this is everybody. And everybody, this is John. You ready to walk into your brand new home, buddy?
This is the moment John Holliday got to see his brand new home. Overcome with tears of joy, the 77-year-old veteran walked inside his new two-bedroom house, complete with furniture, Christmas decorations, and special touches like this Army plaque on the wall. Holliday was close to being homeless just months ago when the health department threatened to condemn his former house on this lot, saying it had no power, running water, or sewage. The Delaware County Veterans Affairs officer teamed up with students at the Muncie Area Career Center, as well as local contractors and organizations all across the country to get the funding and manpower needed to rebuild it.
It's so wonderful, and I'm thankful from the bottom of my heart. Everybody done this for one person, you know. There's so many I think deserve it more than I do. But Nathan said, you guys want to do it, you know. And I know I wasn't an outgoing hero in Vietnam. I just done my job over there to keep my head down so I could come back alive, you know.
Holliday served in Vietnam from 1965 to 1967. He earned a Combat Infantry Badge and Vietnam Campaign Medal. Today, he was able to reunite with family members and spend time in his new house. Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, WRTV.
So great to see there. Organizers hope to eventually start a foundation and be able to help other veterans across the state. We'll have much more information about that on our website at WRTV.com. Love seeing the smile on his face when he walked into his new place there, Kevin. That really warms your heart.
Yes, and I'm sure what a great feeling for all those who worked on the home for him as well. Good all the way around. Sunshine on my shoulder, how about that? And what a great day today. Probably the best day of the week when you put all the pieces of the puzzle together to get outside and take a bike ride, for example. When you factor in tomorrow's wind, it won't be as pleasant to ride a bike, even though temperatures will be warmer. The winds will gust to 40. They've been relatively calm during the day today. In progress, setting sun. That will set the stage for temperatures tonight to drop into the 30s, but it won't be that cold. We'll stay above freezing in many spots. I want to show you this, thanks to Larry Lawrence. If you missed the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction last night, we bring it to you right now. Larry Lawrence with this picture, dead center. You can see Jupiter and Saturn there. Jupiter just a little bit brighter. Step outside this evening, they're still together. They're just not as close. Hopefully the clouds are not in your way. 47, a current temperature in Sullivan. Temperatures in the eastern portion of the state, a little cooler, Connorsville, and right at about 40 degrees in Wayne County around Richmond. Steady temperatures tonight. The wind will increase, especially as we get later tonight through the overnight. Start gusting over 20 miles per hour, and we'll see more clouds toward morning as well. All of that ahead of the big changes that come within the next 36 hours. Look at how quickly temperatures take off tomorrow. In the upper 40s by noon, the wind will be strong out of the south. That will transport the warmer air and more moisture. Showers develop late afternoon. Flurries around and much colder Thursday, Christmas Day, only about 21 for the high. There's your wind howling out of the south tomorrow. Will gust to 40 miles per hour, if not stronger. In a few spots, especially in northern portions of the state. There are your very unusual December temperatures, a full 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of year. Rainfall potential, generally 1/4 of an inch from Indy northwest, maybe a 1/2 an inch or a little more areas to the south and east. Now, some of that moisture will be transitioning from rain to some snow. There we are at 7 tomorrow evening. By 11, the front passes through. Colder air starts to catch the moisture. See that little burst of snow overnight into Thursday morning? Then it sweeps off to the east, and the colder air progressively continues to flow into the state. I think our high temperature will be during the morning hours Thursday, then gradually fall through the day. 10 in Indianapolis Friday morning, but outlying areas will be around 8 or 9 degrees. That doesn't last long, though. Coldest day by far is Christmas Day, and then back to 38 Saturday, back into the low 40s on Sunday. We snap back. Can't keep us down. Mark?
Snap back. All right. Thanks, Kevin, for that. Only on WRTV, an effort to help people with mental health illnesses and keep them out of jail. It's a project 2 years in the making. And as WRTV's Rafael Sanchez reports, the Franklin Police Department has beefed up its police force with 2 additions it believes will help people in crisis.
This Australian Labradoodle may be cute, but it's his command to show compassion and care that makes him a valued addition to the Franklin Police Department. Benny the therapy dog will assist in tackling mental health issues.
I kind of see myself as being able to bridge that connection between the police officers and actually getting the folks the services that they need. Benny, nice. Good boy. That's a good boy.
Karen Schaefer is the train expert. She'll use the dog to respond to a number of 911 calls, including attempted suicides, depression, domestic violence, and homelessness.
The theory is to decrease the police officers having to respond to the mental health calls that don't really require police action.
This year alone, from January through October,